Man, I've been feeling this soul cluster's energy so intensely today. Some of you could have been in a space where you crashed out. You crashed out today, or there may be something coming out where you feel like you're about to crash out, where the little bit of sanity that you have left it's about to leave the building, baby. And I don't say that in a way to like be patronizing or to in some sense be negative, but I just feel like some of you have been feeling high voltages of energy today, especially. Okay, like some of you may have been having like heart flutters. Some of you, your anxiety may have been through the roof, where you literally woke up with high levels of anxiety or high levels of the energy of panic. There could have been certain things in your reality that was triggering the anxiety and the panic that you're currently experiencing or did experience. If it's not happening to you right now, or could obviously happen, you could have certain things where, I don't know, I'm getting money, so there could be certain things like, I don't know, bills that you have to pay, and maybe you haven't got the finances or whatever to pay them on time, or there could be something to do with, I'm seeing like a credit card, something like that, where you're needing to have a certain amount of capital to either pay it off, or the due date's coming up, or there's someone you might owe money and they're asking for their money, or there could also be something that you are wanting to pursue and the deadline for it's coming up. I'm just seeing a lot of that. I'm seeing that there's a lot of things, or there's a trip that you want to go on and maybe it's at a reduced price, but you don't necessarily have the finances to pay for that trip. There's something around money here, and a lot of these things in your reality, because you're paying so much attention to them, is literally causing you to kind of be in the space of crashing out, causing you to feel like you're losing the plot, causing you to feel like what the hell's going on. And for others of you, some of you literally just feel like you just want to up and go. You want to up and run away. You want to up and leave. Literally, you just can't deal with what your current reality is reflecting back to you at this minute. And baby, let me just say, it's okay. Because even with the speed that I'm speaking, I can feel the intensity, I can feel the mixed emotions, I can feel the irritation, I can just feel everything. Okay, for some of you, maybe also going through another spiritual awakening. And let me just remind you, for those of you that are into astrology, we currently have about, 4 or 5 different retrogrades that are going on right now, as well as being in the Lionsgate portal, okay, for the 8/8 portal. So the energy right now is quite intense. There is a lot of mixed emotions. There's a lot of things that's being brought to the surface, but what spirit wants you to focus on right now is maintaining a level of balance within your inner world. Okay, a lot of the things that you guys are manifesting, and a lot of things that you guys are wanting to come into fruition, have not caught up with your inner world's true reality. Okay, so the outside world currently, was making you feel high levels of anxiety, was making you feel like you want to crash out, was making you feel like you're going insane, is just a reflection of your old reality, simply because your new reality hasn't caught up physically yet to project that into the current reality you're living in now. Okay, and for those of you that are going through another spiritual awakening, or going through your first spiritual awakening, this is quite intense, because you may find that your moods and your emotions are fluctuating at a rapid pace. Okay, it's almost giving like hormonal imbalances, but I don't feel like it's hormonal imbalances, because I feel it's both for women and men. Okay, it's almost as if you're having energetic hormonal imbalances. Okay, so what I mean by that is, you may randomly just find that someone says something to you and you just burst out crying. It's kind of reminding me of someone who's pregnant and they're going through all these bodily changes and their emotions are completely out of whack. So it's like me, I'm seeing like a pregnant woman going in the fridge and the snack that she wants isn't there, and she literally breaks down and starts crying in total hysterics. Like she's completely just lost it, and she's just crying simply because her snack's good. It's kind of like that. I'm seeing certain things happening to you, like someone might simply, I'm even seeing someone giving you maybe a compliment, like saying, oh, you're beautiful or you're pretty, and you literally start crying, and the person might be freaked out that's given a compliment, like why, what's happening here? but it's just that you're going through a lot energetically, and maybe in that moment you needed that compliment, or in that moment you needed that help, or in that moment you just needed someone to acknowledge you because you've been going through so much. And a lot of you may be in this space where you feel like you are alone, where you feel like you have no one to speak to. You feel like right now it's like some of you may be in a space where you want to turn to certain people, okay, but you feel like you cannot. Okay, you feel like you can't turn to certain people at the minute, and you're just going through a lot. You just need to be in a space of understanding that you are not alone, and energetically there you have such a big energetic team, yeah, that is rooting for you right now, including source energy. Okay, you are not by yourself. Okay, and I'm hearing to doubt me is to doubt yourself. So it's like to doubt source is to doubt yourself. To doubt yourself is to doubt source. So I kind of feel like you're in this space where you're really just needing to double down on things that uplift you. And maybe some of you in this space, there's something about like your throat here. Maybe some of you are maybe speaking too much, or maybe like trying to I'm hearing like substitute for what you don't have. So I'm hearing like quiet time. Okay, I'm hearing like you're sharing what's going on with you with the wrong people, or there's certain environments that you're in that are not necessarily conducive for your growth. And there's something here about spirit is literally shifting and changing things in your environment. So you could feel like there's a shift in your environment where it's like you're noticing energy, and you could be noting things down as well about these changes. So you could be someone who's journaling, and if you are not journaling, I would suggest that you start journaling, because it really helps to just take everything mentally out from the mind and put it on paper, and just frees up that mental space, you know. But there's something about you noticing that the energy within a certain place, it could be a home, it could be like a work environment, it could even be the area or the neighborhood that you live in. There's something that's shifting here, and because we are in the midst of this big like this, I kind of want to say energetic tornado, where there's all these different energies that are, you know, I want to say causing upheaval, but only to help us to navigate through the upheaval that no longer needs to be in our lives, or that we don't need to basically deal with. It's causing that upheaval for us to see it so that we can deal with it and, you know, navigate through it to get to the other side, and to clear what doesn't serve us. So even though you've been in this space, it's almost as if like this environment, you're very aware that there's something that's shifting about this environment for you, or you're needing to shift. And I feel like there's something about you being honest with yourself about where you're at, and you actually acknowledging that as much as you may love this particular environment, or as much as this environment has served you, it's time for you to, I'm hearing, spread your wings. You could have been seeing a lot of like spider webs of lately. This could be like outside the home, or I'm seeing like a bush. I wanted to say rose bush, but it might not be a rose bush, but rose bushes are significant. But you could see like a greenery bush, and there's like a web there with a spider in the middle. Webs are significant, talking about weavings of creation, weavings of your life as well, okay? Or you could notice that you're finding like a particular web in your home each day. Like you might clear it and then it comes back. There are messages and everything, so pay attention to that, okay? And you may even start to see shapes in particular webs, or you're starting to see patterns in particular, like materials and things of that nature. Like I'm seeing like geometric shapes, okay? So there's something here about when the time comes, even though, you know, there's a lot that's changing on the outside of you, but also within you as well. And there's going to be a time, and when that time does come, where you may need to relocate, or you may need to change something within your environment, or completely leave that environment. You'll, with all of the upheaval that's happening now, when it does settle and you do have a clearer mind, for a lot of you, you will be in a space of knowing that that is the best decision for you. And I think for some of you, the reason why you're stuck in the places that you're stuck in, or feel stuck, is because of the things, people, and necessities that come with that environment. There's a level of comfortability here that you are letting go of, and that level of comfortability is no longer serving you, which is why you're going through this another awakening. But the thing about this awakening is the reason why for some of you with this awakening you feel so emotional is because they don't, like, a lot of people don't explain that when you go through a spiritual awakening, you're actually going through a mourning of the old self. When you awaken to something, there's something that when you awaken to something, what you once knew falls away. It falls away, and it no longer has a space within your being. It no longer has a space within your life. It's something that you give thanks for, but you move on to the next level. Okay, it's just like when you are growing as a child, your baby clothes can no longer fit you. It's just like I'm seeing a mother. There's something big around like pregnancy and birth, fertility. There's something about this. It's like you're almost in the womb of creation yourself, and you're about to birth something or birth yourself in a new way. But it's almost like I'm seeing like a mother who has a toddler now that's say 3 years old. She's going through all of the baby clothes, or the father's going through all of the baby clothes, and reminiscing, but in a sense mourning the little version of that toddler that used to once be that little newborn baby. It's almost like that when you go for a spiritual awakening. You are mourning the energy or the aspect of you that was once there. Because this is the thing, like when you go through death, it does, for some people, it does feel like a loss. So some of you are feeling like you're going through this loss, and it might not click straight away that you feel like you're going through a loss, but that's literally what your body's experiencing. Your body's experiencing a loss. It's experiencing a releasing. Okay, and that's happening through tears. I'm also hearing for some of you, because the energy's been so high, you could have noticed that you are trying to cling to old things, like old coping mechanisms. So that could be ways of eating, that could be watching like binge watching certain shows, like maybe Netflix. I'm even hearing Disney. I'm getting that show. I don't watch it myself, but I'm getting that show, Beauty in Black, or Beauty is the New Black, or something like that. If you know what show I'm talking about, drop it down. It's on Netflix. Okay, I know quite a lot of people watch it, but I don't watch it, so I can't even remember the name of the show. But it's Beauty is the New Black, or Beauty in Black, or something like that. So you could have been binge watching that. Some of you have been, I'm also hearing that some of you have been in a space where you have either been fighting sleep, or you've been sleeping a lot. Your body's going through a regeneration process. Your body's going through an integration process. So when you have gone through like downloading massive like levels of energy, the body needs to process it. So sometimes it processes it through sleep, sometimes it processes it through rest and rejuvenation. Some of you could be in a space where you have been actively trying to integrate a lot of the new coping mechanisms I'm seeing for some of you as well. So you could have noticed you've been trying to walk a lot more today. You could have been out in nature a lot more. You could have been trying to exercise a lot more. Maybe some of you went to the gym twice instead of once. Maybe some of you went to a park maybe 3 times today. Some of you maybe ran more than usual. I'm even seeing someone like showering. Maybe you had a shower like 3 times today because you just felt like you just needed that refresh, that rejuvenation. It's all a part of the shedding, and it's all a part of the realizations that you need to have at this time. So if you've been noticing that you have literally been crashing out and you just can't get your bearings, some of you, it's just a case of you just sitting and feeling into it. It's just a case of you journaling and writing it down. But I am hearing spirit say this too shall pass. Okay, there's a lot of intensity that's happening right now, and I feel like with that, those of you that are incredibly sensitive, you are feeling the energy of a lot of people too. So whereas you're feeling your own energy, you're also feeling the energy of the collectives that you are connected to, especially if you are empathic, you're connected to this particular soul cluster. You're going to be feeling a lot of that. So I would say for those of you that know how to create energy walls of healing, love, and appreciation, or you can just create energy balls of whatever it is that you want. You can create energy balls of healing, energy balls of love, and you can do this in meditation, where you literally just sit and you just imagine this beautiful transparent ball, and you just put feelings of energy and love and appreciation and just wisdom and protection in it, and then you imagining it just going out into the universe and it basically being delivered to whoever needs it. So if you want to help with that, in terms of like help your soul cluster and things like that, receive that energy, that's something that you can do. I do that literally every day in my meditations without fail, because we all need it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just kind of feeling like that's where you're at right now. You're on a verge. It's almost like I'm kind of getting the energy of, this is the most peaceful your life has ever been, but this is maybe the most sort of stuck you've also been as well. It's like, because it's almost as if like you're in this space of waiting for your inner reality to be reflected outwards, and there's a waiting process. It's almost as if I'm hearing God's waiting room. Okay, I'm hearing that song by Drake, God's Plan. Okay, so literally source has got you just in this waiting room. Yeah, look, success and cultivation. Okay, you are in the growing phase right now, literally. Okay, and you must continue to water the seed you have planted in order to reap the rewards, because success is on its way. The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way. You're on track. So for those of you that have been asking, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Like, should I change up things? I think you are in the right space. It's just that you need to just give yourself grace at this minute. Okay, you need to give yourself grace. And that's another thing. Sometimes it's okay to crash out, like sometimes it's okay to say, this is fucking shit. I'm not happy with this shit right now. This is annoying me. This is pissing me off. I've had enough. Yeah, life just feels like trash right now. It's okay to be in that space. Authenticity is key, mate. If this is how you've been feeling, own it. But just give yourself a certain amount of time to feel that way and pick yourself back up. Okay? Pick yourself back up. Don't be in that energy any longer than a day. Okay? I'm seeing some of you may be in a space of where you've just been so tapped out, so tired, so over everything that you've just been laying in bed. Some of you, I'm seeing that. Some of you may have literally just walked out of work and don't know if you've got a job to go back to. I'm so sorry, it's not funny. It's just how spirit just showed it to me. Some of you could have literally just walked out of work. Your boss was just giving you a headache. Your manager was giving you a headache, or it was just something you just couldn't deal with. And I'm also hearing you could be a female as well, gender specific, where you was on your monthly, and whatever was causing you to just be in a space of just feeling like you're about to blow, you left. For you, it was like, I can't deal with this while I'm on my monthly. I'm going through this, and now you want to be up in my face. Yeah, no, I'm leaving. Okay, and some of you don't know if you have a job to go back to. I feel like some of you do. Okay, but I ain't gonna. Some of you may be on probation period or something like that. Okay, yeah. Okay. These retrogrades and Mercury is really doing its work on people, especially emotionally. And some of you have just been in a space where it's just been like you've just been staying in bed all day. You just are not in the space to fathom the world at this particular moment. You're just like, I just can't deal with it. I just need an hour. I need a day. I need a night. You just need that time to yourself. Okay. You've got the card that says perspective. If you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you to get where you want to be. So I think like this time to yourself is going to help to generate a new perspective, or is helping you to generate a new perspective. Okay, you are going through a lot of the life's ups and downs at the minute. And some of you, it could be financially, and some of you, I'm just hearing that you are fighting battles right now that are internal. These battles are internal. Like, people could look at you and they wouldn't even think that you have literally monstrous is the word I heard, storms, hurricanes and tornadoes going on in your mental space. It's like you are constantly fighting for your peace in your mind. Okay, this is where crown chakra meditations and breath work and aligning with the energy of peace and tranquility come in. Yoga is significant. You could be noticing that you have a lot of stiff joints, you're feeling tight in certain places, you know, and I'm just feeling like this is a time to really just double down on some of these practices, and you'll actually notice that some of these practices are helping you to feel some type of relief. All right, okay, I'm not gonna make this too long. I'll just take these last two and then that's it. Guidance. Yeah, divine forces are showing you the way. So some of you need to maybe pray. Some of you need to pray. Prayer brings answers, okay? Guidance, answers. So divine forces are showing you the way to go. You're discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose. And this is what I'm feeling. Some of you are in this space where what you was doing before is going to be a complete 180 from what you're about to embark on in your next chapters. Which is why it's like you can't get your bearings. And that's a part of the spiritual awakening. A part of the spiritual awakening is being open to a complete new paradigm, a complete new circle. It's like I'm seeing two circles, and it's like you're in one circle, which it's got the words part, it's got the words P-A-S-T, past in it, and then I'm seeing another circle and it's got future in it, the word future in it, and then it's like there's this crossroad that's leading to the circle that says future, and you're literally on that crossroad right now. You're walking the crossroad, but because you're walking this crossroad, you don't know where you're walking to. It's like you being on this crossroad is showing me that it's like you're walking into an open field, but you don't realize that this open field is your future, and that there are many things there that you're about to embark on that you never even thought of or couldn't even fathom, or never in a million years did you think that that would be a route that you go down, but you're going to absolutely love it and cherish it and be like, wow, source really does work in mysterious ways. There really is this calling on my life, okay? Some of you have a big calling, which is why this part of your journey to get there has been sticky, has been confusion. You could be feeling confusion, but has been confusing. Hasn't, you know, it hasn't been sitting right with you. You've been going through all these changes physically, your body, like everything has been shifting and changing. It's like you just can't understand. It's because right now you are being prepared, you are being molded, you are being guided to this new life that you haven't allowed yourself to even imagine up, even if it was possible. It's almost like a grand opening of a store that you didn't even know you owned, or coming home to an aspect of yourself you didn't even know was there. And this is the thing, us as human beings, us as spiritual beings, we are so multifaceted. There is so much to us that when we have these downloads and these integrations, it may feel out of the ordinary, it may feel weird, but it's because we are such an enormous being, an enormous spirit, that there is so much about our own selves that we don't even know. So when we integrate aspects of ourselves we don't even know, it feels alien to us, and it's just like the lives that you're about to be living. This part might feel alien to you because it's not something you could have thought up, and for some of you, you wasn't supposed to. Okay, so answers. You will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you find unique ways to stand out. You find a new opening with job security. So there's something here about secure love here. And I meant to say secure jobs, but I said secure love. So some of you could be coming into some type of secure love. Okay, there's something about love here. You could finally be meeting someone who has the key to your heart, or someone's giving you the keys to their heart. Okay, there's almost like this little tag that says love on it. What else does that say? The key is happy. The key to happiness is love, and the ability to open a bottle. Okay, that's what it says on the tag. But I feel like there could be someone confessing some type of love to you as well. Or this is just you embracing an even larger aspect of love when it comes to yourself. If you thought that your self-love game was unlocked, well, baby, there's another key that you're about to unlock to another part of that aspect of love that you haven't even allowed yourself to see. Okay, so remember, I did say money matters. So I did say things about money, so you could be worrying about finances. So money matters is here as I split the day. Money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. So maybe there has been this unexpected I want to say windfall. So some of you could be getting a windfall really, really soon that you're not expecting. Okay? But I wanted to say there could have been something unexpected that happened with finances and it's kind of just thrown you off, and it's made you spiral. But Spirit's just saying, try your best to focus on your internal world. In your internal world, you are abundant. You are an abundant being. There are a lot of people that have money but are not abundant in soul, are not abundant in spirit, not spiritually wealthy. Okay, you are someone who is spiritually wealthy, and maybe that might not be reflected in your outside world, but you are. It shows up in your health. It shows up in, I'm hearing, your skin. It shows up in your ability to still be bodily able. It shows up in, you know, rich friendships you may have, rich family dynamics you may have. Your wealth shows up in other ways other than just this paper, this, you know, this paper, physical currency. Your energetic currency shows up in different aspects. It could show up in your beautiful home. It could show up in your abundant and beautiful kids. It could show up in the generosity you give every day. There's just something about you being more abundant than you actually realize, and really just tapping into other streams of abundance other than money. Abundance isn't just finances. Abundance is health. Okay, abundance is good living. Abundance is food. Abundance is love and how you treat other people. Abundance in kindness. Abundance in time. Abundance in clarity. Okay, abundance in self-awareness. Abundance in talents, ideas, gifts, and abilities. Abundance comes in all different forms. It's not just money. Okay, so if you are in this crashing out cycle, it's okay. You're gonna be fine. You just need to allow yourself to feel what you need to feel, and just really just be where you are right now. Allow things to just unfold, and remember, nothing lasts forever. Like Spirit said, this too shall pass. So I bless that message resonates. I'm sending you loads of love. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. Okay, I know how it is. All right, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you. Mwah.